Why are all these people eating Weet-Bix with warm milk? That is just not anything I've ever heard of.
Oh God, it's so soggy. Today we are trying each other's Weet-Bix.
My relationship with Weet-Bix goes back to my childhood.
It was just a super simple breakfast for my parents to get on the table to get some food into us.
What's that slogan? Like, how many bricks do you do with the cricketers? Nostalgia. It's great.
Now, I know what you're thinking. I don't quite sound Australian. That's because I'm not. I'm from the UK and we call it Weet-Bix there. But I've been here for 10 years, over 10 years, and I'm a true blue wannabe. Growing up in frosty old England, I always have to have my Weet-Bix hot. Like, it just has to be. I can't even imagine it being cold.
I don't want it to be overly sweet. I know like Weet-Bix is quite plain, but I kind of like things to be kind of plain in the morning and don't get that sugar rush.
It needs to be jazzed up. I'm thinking honey, sugar.
I don't see any of this Weet-Bix with sugar like I'm in primary school.
Maybe some fruit. I don't know, surprise me.
Weet-Bix should be enjoyed in the form that it was created, which is crunchy and not mushy.
I want to see Weet-Bix that's more refined, more for the adult's palate, more that makes you realize, geez, this person has a hold on life.
The way I like to enjoy my Weet-Bix is super simple. I just like to have 2 Weet-Bix in a bowl, a drizzle of honey, cold milk. You've got to always have cold milk with your cereal, and then I'll eat it as quickly as possible before it gets mushy.
Okay, this is so wrong. This is so wrong.
The milk is cold, which is to my preference.
Oh God, am I gonna drop that?
I feel like this is gonna take me back to memory lane.
I'm supposed to eat this quickly while it's still hard with cold milk and honey.
Here we go.
Yeah, love that Weet-Bix crunch.
I'm pleasantly surprised.
Absolutely gross. Sorry.
They did Weet-Bix a good way. Half crunchy, half soggy, cold milk. Yeah, I'm digging it.
Why are you doing this to yourself? Weet-Bix can be so good, such a delicious breakfast, and what have you done?
So this bowl gets an 8 out of 10. I deducted points because I dropped milk on my floor.
I'm gonna say that this is a 9 out of 10. Pretty good in my books.
I'm such a Weet-Bix lover, and when you destroy it, I just can't forgive you. So I'm gonna give you 1. Really sorry, I'm really sorry. But not really, it sucks.
The way I make my Weet-Bix now, especially since it's cold in the morning, get my milk, put it in the bowl, microwave it for around like 50 seconds so it's nice and warm. Put in your bricks, add like a little sprinkle of sugar, kind of like mush it around so it's like a porridge-like consistency. Eat it, you're done. Have it with a cup of tea, best thing ever.
This is breaking my heart. I'm mushing up the Weet-Bix.
This person transforms their Weet-Bix into porridge. So it's almost like upgrading the food or hacking it in a way.
This is a crime against humanity.
This is actually how I used to eat my Weet-Bix as a child. It literally was warm milk and sugar, so I'm hoping this takes me right back.
Looks like something a child refused to eat.
This is getting into a good mushy consistency, as you can see. It's starting to look a bit like porridge.
If you wanted porridge, maybe just go get oats.
That is taking me right back.
I can't get it out of my mind that it literally looks and tastes like a child's neglected bowl of Weet-Bix.
I feel like I'm that meme of that woman who drinks the kombucha. I'm like, yeah. Oh no, yeah, it's all right.
I'm gonna have to give this one a 3 out of 10.
This, for me, has to be an 8.5 out of 10. Purely based on nostalgic factor.
My ranking for this Weet-Bix is 7.5 out of 10. Gets a few extra points for creativity, but losing a few for adding sugar. This is how I make my Weet-Bix. You add bricks to the bowl. You're gonna add some banana, honey, some cinnamon, fill the milk up a quarter of the way so that it's soggy on the bottom and crunchy on top. Feel like that's a nice, sweet way to enjoy your morning breakfast.
Everything in this bowl I love, but I feel like if you're gonna put this much effort into a bowl of Weet-Bix, then like, who are you trying to fool? I don't know why I'm getting so aggressive about it. I'm sure it's delicious.
Not sure what to think about this one at this stage because it's also got cold milk, which is probably quite a little bit unacceptable.
I'm excited but hesitant because I don't really have fruit in my cereal.
Banana, cinnamon, and honey. Here we go.
I actually really like this one too.
You know what? That's not that bad. And it's cold, and I never ever thought I would say that.
This is actually really good.
I feel like someone's trying to jazz it up a bit, using the right components to do so.
It feels like Weet-Bix, but just like a bit leveled up, a bit like fancy, a bit more adult, I should be saying.
So I'm gonna have to give this bowl of Weet-Bix an 8 out of 10.
I rate this bowl a 9 out of 10. I think it's my favorite so far.
A 5 or a 6. A 5. If I had hot milk, you would have got a clear 8.5. Okay, so here's how I make my Weet-Bix. I grab 2 bricks, I add some warm milk, some sliced banana on the top, sprinkle a couple of blueberries on there, crush up a few walnuts, mush it all together, let it sit for a bit, let it soak in, let it sog. Warm and fuzzy inside.
So this is another mushy one.
Why are all these people eating Weet-Bix with warm milk? That is just not anything I've ever heard of.
It's very pretty. It's got warm milk, which I like, but then warm milk and fruit? I don't know.
The milk is turning purple. Violet, you're turning violet. Violet.
I definitely imagine I would see this on like an Instagrammer's page.
They didn't add a sweetener in, and I feel like maybe that's okay because the fruit is naturally quite sweet, so I'll get the sugar from that.
Oh god, it's so soggy. Did I leave it for too long or is it okay? It's fine.
Let's give it a try.
It could have its own reality TV show because it's beautiful but has no substance.
You can't really taste that much. Like, if it had a bit of honey in here, that would have been like the final perfect touch, I feel.
You're eating something savory with banana and I don't know. It just doesn't work for my palate.
I'm so sorry to whoever loves this. Like, I love you all the same, but I rate this a 4 out of 10.
I think I'm gonna have to give it like a 4 out of 10 just because it tried so hard. It tried so hard. It just didn't get there. I'm sorry.
I'm gonna have to give this bowl of Weet-Bix a 5 out of 10. You nailed the looks department, but unfortunately the taste department, which is more important, failed. Also, I just have to say, warm milk, like, no. Hey guys, how's it going?
Hey guys!
Hey, how's it going, guys? All of you guys with your cold Weet-Bix, you weirdos.
I bet you're dying to know who won.
Yes, drum roll please.
I won? Guys, oh my god, thank you.
That makes sense. That was like a better version of my one.